It's a live plug.
All right, we're live. Cool. All right, so anybody tuning in on YouTube, we are live. I'm not very good at the live stuff, so let's just have a good time with this draft. I'm about to start right now. Welcome to the Pace League for Charity. 7 o'clock, my man. I appreciate you being with us. Gary, thanks so much for joining us, man. Gary Barnes, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all don't know who it is and y'all need to go read a magazine, look at some old videotape of my man killing it for the Browns. Colt X down here with a black screen. I don't know what he's going on right now, but hey, we're all learning as we go.
Hey, I got you, man.
So here we go. We're starting the draft right now. Michael F. Florio is first on the clock. I said it for 60 seconds just because we know a lot of guys have.
Whoa.
Okay. Justin Jefferson. Well, here we go. Pick Jonathan Taylor for my first pick. I was really leaning toward Derrick Henry, but if JT makes it to me, I'm going to go with him just because this dude's going to have a ton of work, and he catches real well out of the back. I mean, he's just an all-around decent back. Trent is up now. Trent Sig, the long snapper for the Las Vegas Raiders. He's going to try and join us here in a little bit. Talked to me earlier. And I appreciate you guys being patient with me. I'm kind of looking at my phone.
For sure. He might be on auto draft.
He might be right now. He was asking some questions earlier, trying to make sure he figured out exactly what was going on. He hasn't used Sleeper before.
For sure.
But right now, while we're waiting for that, I'll give a shout out to Bear Clothing, one of our sponsors, probably the main sponsor. Yep. My man Seven's got his shirt on. I got my Jay the Plug series on right now. Trent got auto drafted. First guy got Christian McCaffrey. You can't be mad at that. Most people makes him a little bit, makes a lot of people a little bit nervous because he is. I hate to use the word injury prone, but he's played 10 games in the past 2 seasons. Gary, what do you think about that?
I didn't expect Justin Jefferson to go first at all. I think that changes everything because I literally thought he was going to fall all the way to me.
No kidding.
So, that was a big surprise.
Yeah, I did not expect that. I figured JT was going to go first because Florio talked about him all the time. Derrick Henry, Rank got Eckler, okay. Yeah, Seven, you got Henry. Fell to you, buddy.
I felt it. And Cook went right after.
Love it.
Let's see, you said Cook. Who is that? Was that Chase or Mixon? Or that Mixon then Chase? Or is that Najee?
That's Najee right there.
1.7.
Najee. He's going to join us too. Oh, there we go. Trent just said he took CMC. He'll take it. He's happy with that. He's going to try and join us. He's helping taking care of the kiddo. Chase, okay. Marcus Grant from the NFL Network.
You got
Fish going to join us here pretty soon.
You controlling the? Are you at the master controls plug?
What's that?
On the far right, there's a chat. You can click on it so the comments can pop up. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
What's going on, Mr. Sarcastic?
D-Wall, you better get on, man. Let's go. Cooper Kupp. I'm texting.
I'm sure he'll be fine with that.
Yeah. Scott Fish. Let's see what he's going to do.
Let's go, Scott. Scott Fish has probably the most famous, most touted fantasy football league for charity, Scott Fish Bowl. I had the honor of being an invite this season, and I had some issues at work with my phone, so I couldn't draft. It actually kicked. Oh, Barkley in the first round. Let's go.
1.10.
Barkley went 10.
But we had I had some issues with my phone. I couldn't draft for some reason, and
click on that link.
It was a long draft. It was like one of those long ones that you could take as much time as you need, or at least 2 hours or some crazy thing like that. And it just ended up I got kicked out. I hollered at him. He tried to get me put back in, but it was too late. But which is a bummer because I love what it all stands for and I love his leagues. Honored to be asked. So that was awesome.
Yes, Ben, it's a 14 team.
Colt.
14 teams can be a little brutal.
It can.
One injury could really mess you up, set you back a little bit further than a 12 team.
Yeah, very much so. One cool thing about this is I tried to make sure it was a best ball league. Okay, Joe Mixon. All right,
Great
Colt.
value.
Kind of know what you're doing, player. Yeah, I wanted to do a best ball league because a lot of these guys are real busy with their schedules and stuff, and they've got a bunch of games going on and everything. So you basically just do the draft and you're good to go. You can make trades, waivers, all that stuff the same. But this way, you don't have to worry too much about making sure you set the lineups all the time. I talked to Darren. He's getting on right now.
You got Swift at 11.
Swift, man, I was kind of hoping. Okay. There you go, Stanton for Chubb. On the interview that we did, I was talking to him about how he's played with Nick Chubb and Dalvin Cook, and I asked him, I was like, who would you pick of those two to have on your squad fantasy football? And he's like, Nick Chubb, no doubt. And with the rumors about Hunt and everything happening with him, man, I moved up big on Chubb. Like I'd put him easily in the top 5 for sure. And I was a big no, I'm not touching Nick Chubb. I'm not touching Nick Chubb because of Kareem Hunt, but I don't see Hunt staying there.
For sure. What's up, JV?
What's up, Johnny? What's happening, man?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I don't know if Colt realized he was on the.
Come on, Colt. Come on, Colt.
Let's go.
He's driving right now, so let's see.
Yeah.
And then Trent's asking for the live. God bless, man. This is a cluster. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. The link. So Trent's trying to get on here, but the link took him to the main page.
Interesting.
Colt just said he just texted me. He's like, my bad, dude. I'm almost home.
Got clock management up there.
Scott Fish got Pitts. Oh, dude, yeah, Darren will be happy with Mark Andrews. Go, Big Gary. Damn it. Come on, Barnkowski.
He wasn't making it to you.
Dang, man. What's up, Mr. Fox? Dang, man. All right, Clock. Clock is one of those cats. Lenny, he's got 2 big-ass running backs.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd have gone Leonard Fournette yet.
I was really hoping for Kamara right there.
Isn't that the worst, getting sniped, man? That's the worst. Gary, how many leagues are you in? What's up, Johnny?
How we doing?
Good, man. That's how you got your boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's right there.
All right, Rank, we're waiting on you, bud. Appreciate you joining it, Johnny. There's Trent.
I can stick around for a little bit.
Good, appreciate it, man. You had a game today, yeah?
I did.
How you feeling?
Got a few snaps in, yeah. It was good. Good. Feel good.
Yeah.
Fighting through some stuff.
Got any inside stuff? Any inside scoop about Hunt for us? Anything?
Yeah, let me lay it all out for you.
All right, let's see. The boys up. Who am I grabbing? All right, I'll see if we can keep feeding Zeke. I'm a big running back heavy guy. Johnny, what kind of drafting you like to do, man?
I mean, I'm in a tough position having the the last spot, but at least it's not too bad with snake rules. I like running back, receiver, running back. But it's been a few years since I've done fantasy, so I'm with a bunch of experts, so I'm ready to be schooled in all this.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Speaking of experts, Scott Fish, welcome, bud.
In
Thanks
the
for
building.
joining us. Man.
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Come
Hey,
on, Scott.
just working through this draft, buddy.
Yeah.
We got. I made the pick 60 seconds because I figured y'all had some stuff to do. I figured y'all were busy. And again, gentlemen, I can't tell y'all how much I appreciate you joining the league and doing all this for charity. This is going to be a great thing. And Scott, I was talking about your charity league is probably the biggest charity league out there, the Scott Fish Bowl. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, sure. It's a pro-am. We got lots of athletes, former athletes, celebrities like actors and stuff, and then we got thousands of fantasy analysts from Matthew Berry to a guy with a blog and thousands of fans as well. It's 3,000 teams this year, 36,000 people signed up. We've this was year 12. Every year, the last few years at least, we raise six figures for charity. It's a heck of a thing that the community has gotten behind and supported. But more than that, just like when I started this thing, charity leagues really weren't a thing out there. And now we're all doing some really good things with this hobby of ours.
That's fantastic, man. Yeah, absolutely. Y'all go check out the Scott Fish Bowl. Raise some money for some awesome charities. The Pace League, there's going to be a link in the description down below that you can go donate. The winner of the league, of course, will be able to donate the full pot to their charity. And, of course, we'll be raising some money for some great charities as well for everybody else's teams. Going to be doing so anybody who – I was going to do an auction, but what I decided probably just a little bit better is if anybody who – donates a certain amount will get put into a drawing for like signed like autographed jerseys and stuff that we get from Pristine Auction, footballs, a bunch of really awesome prizes. So anybody who goes and donates, definitely don't do it anonymously. I mean, that's really cool of you to do, but if you do it anonymously, I don't know who you are. So that way we can't get you a prize or something if you win it. Trent, how you doing, man?
Good. Can you guys hear me now? I was having some technical difficulties.
Yep.
Oh no, you're good, man. Thanks for joining us, bud. How's
Yeah.
I know you've got the kiddo. Congratulations.
Yeah, I
man.
appreciate it. I haven't fired my computer up since he was born, pretty much. So like none of my drivers were updated or anything, and then couldn't remember my password to get in. So I just missed out on getting my guy Eck there at the third pick. But I guess I'll settle for McCaffrey.
Yeah. Hey, it's not a bad one to settle for, dude. If they like,
Right.
I keep saying, if he's healthy, he's going to probably be one of the top guys easily. He's like in the top 3, I believe, in fantasy.
Oh yeah. Offense just flows through him.
Yep.
How do you like to draft normally whenever you're playing fantasy, Trent? I
usually like to go running backs early and often. I haven't been like big into fantasy since like high school and college. I grew up kind of playing in a league with my dad and was pretty big into it. But once you got to the NFL level, it got a lot harder to keep up with everyone. So everyone that I think of being as good, like good fantasy players, are guys that were good like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
but yeah, hopefully we can string a couple good picks here together.
Well, yeah, you definitely got the skill, and we got everybody on this dais right here is a pretty big fantasy player, except for Johnny, but he's started off his draft pretty nice. Diggs at the 1, and then Chubb right after him. He was telling me that Chubb is the guy. Like they played with Dalvin, Cook, and Chubb, and immediately whenever we were talking, he just went Nick Chubb. No doubt.
He's just listening in. Wait, he's like,
Yeah,
"You guys got
we're
any,
still waiting for him to drop some. Damn, couch took my boy Hall.
Yep.
All
He
right.
would have gotten back to you. I wanted to.
Oh no. Gary, how many leagues are you in? Oh, he's frozen. Unless he's playing.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Lost him.
there he goes. That's all right. 7. How many leagues are you in this season? Or
I'm
this
in
year?
2 right now. I might do a third. I just started a new job as a special education teacher, and
Oh,
my
cool,
coworkers
man.
want to play.
Nice.
I don't know if it'd be fair if I join. Like, I feel like I should only be allowed to do analyst leagues.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, a bunch of guys that, like, I've got a home league with some guys I used to work with that I've won every year except once.
Yeah.
And I was in the championship, but I lost to this guy named Mike, and it pissed me off really bad. So I was pretty good. Johnny, you took my guy Waller, man.
Yeah, I figured I'd take him off the board for everybody.
Yeah, I was really hoping he'd get back to me too, and not even close.
What I wanted to ask Gary, being a tight end, like, do you lean more towards tight ends?
Honestly, no, I don't. I actually wait till late rounds for me for tight ends, just because if you don't get one of the elite fantasy ones, all the rest of them get you around the same amount of points. So it's not that big of a difference.
Right.
So if you don't get one of the top elite tight ends, you don't even need to worry about my strategy.
Right. And the first QB off the board, I share that same strategy, man. If I don't get one of the top 4 or 5, I'm the same way. I always wait. First QB off the board, Josh Allen. That is the guy that I was really hoping for, but I'd never get one of those top QBs because that's another position I wait on for a while.
Heath scares me here, man. I was in another league with Heath earlier this week. He was on the other side of me, and he was sniping me all draft long.
Is that right?
Not this time, though. But, man.
Darren with Pat Mahomes. Okay.
I should be checking my bye weeks a little bit, huh?
That's a really good point. Like, do any of y'all take bye weeks into account? Like, do y'all look before you make a draft, like, to make sure that bye weeks are all lined up?
I'm going to now.
Been one to do that.
Yeah, usually I kind of wait till I start getting into the third or fourth guy in the position to really care about that. But been a couple times I've gotten really burned. Like, all my players ended up on like week 8, so
yeah,
just kind of write that week up as a loss.
Adam has Eckler and Allen with week 8.
Yeesh.
Gonna be a down week.
Yeah, that's another thing that I always look at is, like, if you grab players from the same team, like a decent stack, if it's like a QB, receiver, tight end, even a pass catching running back, that's always a good thing to have. But then you got to make sure you've got somebody to swap them out with.
Pressure's on.
McCaffrey, Javonte Williams, AJ Brown. I like Williams this year, man. I think I know they brought back Melvin, but man, I think Javonte is going to take over.
I don't even know. I did
It'd
not
be
enough
interesting
research.
with Russell Wilson, see how much more he opens up the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Is Dobbins good to go?
He's already been picked, I think.
I'm looking at him.
Oh, are you? Got
Yeah.
Chris Cup?
Well, hopefully his ACL is okay.
Damn it, man. Snipe me.
Oh, you're trying to talk me off him. Oh, no, I think he was picked already.
He was
No,
the top.
I thought you said Godwin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was both of them. Or both of them have questionable ACLs, I guess. So works out.
See, I don't want to. This is gross.
The tough decisions are already starting.
God, man, this is killing me. I'm just going to go with Mr. Reliable.
Cooks.
That dude, 1,000 yards every season so far? Him and Mike Evans?
6 out of 7. The 1 year he didn't get it, I think he was hurt.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, see, Cooks would be one of those players that I'd be all about when I was really into fantasy. Good to see that he's still kicking.
Ooh, this might be
I guess
early.
I should probably get a couple receivers. Huh?
This might be early, but I'm going to do it anyway. My boy Kenneth Walker out of Seattle. I think he's going to be a freak this season. I know he had a hernia surgery or something, but they're saying he's just a little tender, but he'll be fine. Rashad Penny's a great rusher, but he's one of those guys who's out with injuries a lot.
Clock management in the text said no plug.
Yeah. Colt, what's happening, man? You making some music right now or what? You there, bro? Oh man, looking like Jesus right now. I don't know if he can hear. I don't know if he's got his sound on. But Colt, yeah, he's a music artist that actually drops a lot of heat. Y'all go check him out sometime. Colt X. He's really good music.
Colt X.
There's a ton of. There we go. I was going to say, when's another QB going to hit? Here we go. Here goes a QB run.
Run
Oh,
on.
boy.
All of a sudden.
I like
And
seeing that.
I want to
Jamie
thank
said
all of
Rashad
you
Penny
gentlemen
is a
for
true
one, being in the league, being on this live right now. Forgive me, I'm not good at the live stuff. I'm not used to it. But also for not blurting out, oh, I can't believe this dude's not drafted yet. I can't
That being
stand
said, if anyone wants to say that before my next pick, it would be greatly appreciated.
Can't believe that Stan guy's not drafted yet.
Jay,
You
what's
got,
up?
you
What's
got
up,
long
guys?
snappers in this
Finally
league,
made it
Jay?
What's up, Cole? What's up? I'm telling you, they should have long snappers. They should. If the field goal is made, I think that they should get some points for that.
I saw a really interesting league. I don't remember where I saw it, but where they added punters in and like they use their whatever their net or average punt was for the night. Essentially, it got them points. So like if they averaged 47 yards, they got like 4.7 points out of it,
Dude,
and then like an extra point for inside the 20, and then like -2 for a touchback.
Nice.
So-
That's awesome. That's cool. That is cool. I mean, they have DS. You know, they have the defensive player. Why not do that?
Yeah,
I think that's a really cool idea. How do they incorporate that in a draft though? Like, do they have punters on lists to draft?
yeah. I was thinking about trying to do one like that too, like with my stream community, but I couldn't really find where you would be able to do something like that. I think you can just kind of do it on like a place like this, Sleeper League or ESPN or Yahoo or something, where you just go in and tweak the settings a little bit.
Yeah, Sleeper's got a ton of different settings, man. I'll have to check. I'll look into that. That's a really cool idea. Corey said, "Dang, I want to play in a league with punters." You just started something here.
Gonna make it big time.
Yeah, man. My boy Colt, we keep losing him. All right, let's see here. How many guys?
I'm sorry, it's because I'm trying to dual wield on the phone.
What'd you do? What'd you do? You put your lid on the phone?
So,
Oh man.
no, I'm trying to dual wield on the phone between the app and the
Oh, I got you.
another app.
I got you. Well, cool. It's good. We appreciate you being here regardless. You look
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
pixelated, bro. Let's talk about the charities that we're going to be representing, gentlemen. I'll start off. I've got the Hugh Jackson Foundation, which helps to fight against human trafficking, which is, I never realized how big of it's a horrible thing, of course, but like how often it happens. It's crazy. And then Austin Eckler Foundation, I've represented him last year, wanted me to do it again this year, so I'm happy to do that, which is pretty awesome. I mean, he's providing a ton of stuff for all these communities so they can have, you know, places for kids to go after school. They can give them, you know, certain things like outlets like weight rooms and stuff that most communities can't afford to have nice equipment. He does all that stuff for them. So it's really cool. Pretty proud to represent those two foundations. Seven, what you got?
I'm playing for the Matthew Goodwin Scholarship Fund. Matthew Goodwin was a talented artist who passed at an early age. Now his mother and sister kind of carry on his legacy, and they created a scholarship tailored to fundraising and raising money, turning it into a scholarship so students who are pursuing the arts, photography, painting, cinema, music, that helps them pay for college in the Sacramento area, in the Elk Grove and Valley High area. So I'm playing for the Matthew Goodwin Scholarship Fund here in Sacramento.
Awesome, man. Love it. Johnny, who you got, buddy? Who you representing?
Did I talk about this yet on your show? Because I was just trying to remember. Like, did I decide already?
I want to say it was Athlete Ally.
Yeah, I think it was Athlete Ally. Athlete Ally does really good, amazing stuff with making sure that sports, like all sports around the world, are open for LGBTQ athletes and welcoming.
Nice.
Making sure that it's a more safe space within locker rooms, within stadiums, and they do a lot of work in that world. And I'm happy to have partnered with them in other things, including My Cause, My Cleats last year.
Very cool.
Nice. Love it.
Very cool.
Scott, what we got, buddy? Who you representing?
I think in this one I was representing Every Meal. Is that right, Jay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Every Meal is kind of like No Kid Hungry or Feeding America, but it's localized here in Minnesota, dealing with food insecurity for children here in the Minnesota-Minneapolis area. It's more of a local charity. I like to support them, and I'm playing for that to help kids with food insecurity here in the great state of Minnesota.
That's excellent. Excellent. Mr. Sig.
Yeah, so I am playing to represent the Fletcher Foundation, their foundation out in Iowa. What they do is they try to help provide both financial and some emotional support, kind of professional support for families that have recently gone through miscarriages or stillbirths. My wife and I kind of went through a couple of those in our process of trying, so it was something kind of near and dear to us that we were able to find, and they're just kind of great people that have values aligned with what we were trying to do ourselves. So we've kind of partnered up with them.
That's excellent, man. That's awesome. Colt, you paying attention? who you represent?
Yes, sir.
Who you representing for the league, buddy? If you win,
I'm representing the Atlanta Children's Foundation. I don't know if anybody knows this. I've been out here for about 2 years now, so I wanted to find something local to give back to the community. And the first thing that came to mind was kids, and went searching. And what I found was the Atlanta Children's Foundation, a little bit north of Atlanta. And
excellent.
that's
And Colt
what I went with.
All right, good
The other
deal, buddy.
kids.
Big Gary.
Yes, sir.
Give me 1 second. Let me get my pick, and then I'll tell you.
Had to do your thing. Okay.
I see you trying to distract me.
I was trying to distract him.
I'm up next, and then I got you.
Trying to put some people in the queue.
All right.
Testing my football knowledge right now.
So I'm doing 2 actual charities. The first one is ASPCA. I'm a big advocate against animal cruelty and helping animals because I'm a big animal guy myself. And then obviously they do great things for that whole community and helping displaced animals and taking them from terrible situations and put them in good situations.
It's
And
not
then
letting me draft.
And then I'm also doing AFWB, which is actually a nonprofit me and 2 of my buddies started, where we go overseas, do free football camps for kids, visit schools, orphanages, hospitals, and just give back to other countries that love the sport of American football and teach them and help build the sport internationally.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that on the show. It was really that's pretty sweet. You does D'Angelo go with you to these?
Yeah, so we actually bring 15 NFL players, or roughly about 12 active, and we have about 4 or 5 that are retired.
That's
Check
great,
out with
man. Where have you been that football has been just? I mean, it's the American football is popular everywhere, really. But like, which country have you been to so far that has been the most surprising that they've just had such a love for it?
Brazil, Finland, and Germany. I would say Brazil had like 25 teams that play American football, you would only know them for soccer, or as they say, football. And then Finland has their actual a Finland Hall of Fame for American football. So they've been playing football forever. And like they have women's leagues that do full tackle. Same with Germany. So they have nationals where they go play each other. Like that was a huge following I didn't know they had there. And then like China, they've really grown a lot. Like when we first went there 9 years ago, they only had like 6 or 7 teams. Like since we left, they've got over 16, 17 teams now.
Wow, man, that's huge. Let's see. Who am I gonna scoop up, fellas? Let's see. Dang, dude, like this is where it starts getting. You know what? Here we go. There's my QB. Yeah, this is it. Like what Trent was saying, this is where you start testing your football knowledge. Like,
Right.
Yeah, first couple rounds are kind of just hope whoever you pick doesn't get hurt. And then...
Man, I'm not really one for handcuffing too early, but God, man.
Oh, don't you do it.
Yeah, I got it.
That was...
Oh, that's not being my bad, man.
Good pick.
Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
You said that, and I went up and checked your roster. Like, oh no, he's gone.
Until you said it, man, I was about to click on Dawson. Damn it.
There goes the first.
Oh my God, dude! I just committed a cardinal sin in fantasy football.
The name drop.
Yeah. Got to go with my buddy here.
See, that's what's funny. My buddy, I hear that. You hit Adam Thielen real quick, too, which that's a great pick.
That was a great pick.
Ranking it up with DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to be out 6 weeks, but still in the 6th round. That's not – I mean, you can't be mad at that.
No.
I feel bad because some of these other cats that were going to join the live, they're – I mean, kind of bad. Like Heath is at a Dave Matthews Band concert, which I'm like, I didn't realize they were still putting on concerts. But hey, cool, man.
I keep forgetting this is that best ball league too. So some guys that are boomer bust aren't necessarily bad picks.
Right. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, man. Because a lot of people ask like how you should draft with a best ball league, and it's toward the end of the draft, like in the middle of the draft, toward the end, like where we're at now. That is where – shut up, Corey. It says, and now plug is that guy. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I know. I talk about how much I can't stand that guy who name drops. Oh, I can't believe this guy's been drafted. But like I was saying, toward the middle end of the draft is where it starts getting a little bit more important because you got to look at those guys that could boom, like you were saying. Chris Olave is a good pick, definitely with the news about Mike Thomas today.
Yeah. I like that Alan Lazard pick.
And what news about Mike Thomas?
He's he tweaked his hamstring, so they kept him out. They said it's not that big of an issue, but I mean, I'm a huge Saints fan, but I hate to admit it, a Mike Thomas tiny issue always ends up turning into a blue.
Yeah, that definitely would have played into my my picking of him. I was aware of that.
Let's see. So let me ask y'all, being players and knowing a hell of a lot more than most of us do, besides what's going on in the news. Like, what are you thinking about the like for Pittsburgh? I was just looking over the draft, and like some who was it? Picked Deontay Johnson, fantasy couch. Picked up Deontay Johnson. What do y'all think about their QB situation going on? Who do y'all think is going to end up taking that job? Think it's going to start off Trubisky and then Pickett's going to end up taking over? I mean, Trubisky normally plays. He does well, but then all of a sudden he has one rough game, and I don't know what it is. Every coach just benches him. That's kind of what I figure might happen.
I think it could, but I think they're going to eventually want to give it to Pickett. I don't think they want to force Pickett in because I think it's been proven that some players that if they get forced in and they're not ready, it could basically ruin their career. And I don't think they want to do that. I think they think he's the future. So I think they're going to start with Trubisky, and they're going to deal with some rough spots. But I think overall, all their production on their team is going to be down compared to last year. Even though Big Ben wasn't much last year either, because he was definitely at the end of his
Great
career.
pick.
So I'm not saying that. Who knows what it's going to be there? I don't think it's going to be. I don't think Najee is going to do like what he did last year. They may run him into the ground if they do, because I don't know what they're going to do with the quarterback situation.
Yeah.
Well said, man. You should get in the booth. We should everybody hashtag Gary in the booth.
I enjoy retirement.
We'll send you a network background.
Yeah, man, let's get them. Man, Johnny, I gotta say, Ramondre Stevenson and Brandon Ayuk, phenomenal.
The second that corner went down, I'm like, dang, that is a great corner. Gosh.
I was working out with Brandon Ayuk this off season. He was looking real good.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. And with Trey Lance taking over, Ayuk is going to be that guy. I really believe he is. I think Debo's still going to do well. I think Kittle's going to take a hit, and I think Ayuk is going to really.
And again, the reminder of the best ball or the best points for the week. I think BA was a good pickup for that too.
Phenomenal. Well done.
It'll be really interesting to see how Debo does now that he's kind of worked into his contract that he wants to be used less as a running back.
Right. And I get I don't know what it is about San Francisco running backs. They always end up getting tweaked. I don't know if it's just with the scheme or if it's just what they. But I mean, I wonder if that came into it. Like if he actually felt like I don't want to end up getting hurt like everybody else.
Well, I think just a running back versus playing receiver in general, though, you're gonna just get a lot more wear and tear over the years.
Oh, for sure. End up getting banged up in every play.
That Stevenson pick that late is ridiculous. Every week that he was the lead back last year, he was the number one back. No team in the NFL has ran more inside the 5 than the New England Patriots over the last 7 years. They had 28 run plays of 15-plus yards last year. They block like crazy for their runners. And he's possibly taking over the James White role in pass catching in camp. It's just 7th round is unreal for that guy.
Hey,
you're making me feel really good.
Damian Harris.
Oh, man.
Let's go, Scott. Let's keep going with that stuff, buddy. It's old. Let's go. I'm sitting here trying to pay attention to my phone and draft. We got Scott Fish coming in just with crazy good analysis.
Yeah.
That was inspiring.
Fantasy Football Network, my boys, packing up Gary's backpack to get in the mail tomorrow.
I like it.
It's a great network, buddy. They let you come. They let you do whatever you want, man.
What do you think, bud? Who we gonna take?
Pickens, what a good man. Scott's killing this draft right now. It's almost like he's a professional analyst. Dude, Pickens was so good. Robert Woods, Darren.
Good pick. 8th round.
Trent, your teammate. Hey.
He's pissing you off, huh?
Dude, yeah, Trent, your teammate's really killing me right now, dude. Killing me.
I'll have some words with him tomorrow for you.
Thanks, man. I would really appreciate that. I really would.
I'm sure he'll be open to a trade or two.
I don't know. He was kind of stingy last season.
Was he?
Yeah. He's like, I don't see the good in that trade for me.
Yeah. And when I was back in that league with my dad, I'd always try to make trades with him, but it really seemed like he wanted you to pay a premium just for trading with him. You know, it's like the honor of getting some of his players. They're typically very one-sided.
We've got probably one of the cutest babies in the house right now.
Appreciate it. Gotta help me figure out these next couple picks.
There you go. My wife, like the only thing I was just thinking about is like the baby just hitting the keyboard and like picking somebody. My wife was in a fantasy football league and played just like that, and she won the championship.
Oh no way!
It was horrible, dude. It was horrible. It was
like I put hours and hours into this.
Seriously, I have clips and things that I put together and stuff for other people to, other people ask me what they should do or who they should draft, and you just. Yeah, we were in the championship together. That was the worst part.
Wow, I bet there's a lot of trash talk
from her. I get a little bit serious. Like I don't say serious really, but I kind of go for the jugular. I'm a little bit dark, so
had to bite your tongue a little.
Yeah. So she sits there killing me. Yeah, that was a rough weekend.
That's great.
T-Pain was in the league last season, and he bragged about the way he was going to draft. He was just basically going to blindfold himself and just click buttons, like Mortal Kombat.
Did it work?
And he did really well. It was frustrating. He doesn't know anything about football.
Didn't he win 2 years ago?
He came in third.
Okay.
Yeah, he did well.
I thought he did well. I thought I remember that.
Yeah, he won. God bless him. There we go. Let's hope for the best here.
Oh, that's good.
He did really well. Heath won the first season, and Couch was in second. Couch came in second. He did really well. So I don't want to talk about where I came in at. Everybody I've drafted got hurt.
That was a good commit pick, Jay.
Thank you.
I hated it because
I appreciate that. If you say it, then I'm like, all right, cool. Has there ever been, like, I wanted to ask you guys, we were talking about trades before. What is the craziest trade that y'all have seen? Do y'all know those who like veto picks or trades and stuff? I can't. That's another person I can't stand, is anybody who vetoes a trade.
It's kind of necessary sometimes.
You
get those guys that get pissed off that they lost the first 5 games and then they just sell their team for like $5 a player.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. If there's obvious collusion or somebody's just given up, yeah, that's unacceptable to me. I get that. But has there been one that y'all have seen that you were like, how did this happen?
I think usually only see those when there is a form of collusion or something mixed in the league. You don't see any crazy one-sided trades that I've seen from leagues. It's usually only when somebody's given up, and you see the crazy ones, and that's when those get vetoed.
Yeah, very true. I've seen some really, like, I've seen in a couple of leagues some that I reached out to both people and I was like, "Are you serious? This is what you want to do?" Yeah, he put forth a really good argument, and I'm all for being able to sell for a trade. Like, everybody can be a salesman. Like you can talk to somebody like, say, Mike Thomas or something who's supposed to be coming back or whatever. Well, you could say trade him for a Garrett Wilson or something like that, and you can kind of sell that. But it's all in the eye of the beholder, really. And if everybody is good with it, I'm fine with it as long as it's not obvious collusion. That's the only thing that I can't get down with. If it's somebody who's just selling off the team, like Trent was saying, then yeah, that's not cool. What's the longest league y'all have been in? Do y'all have like a home league? What?
My home league is in 2 weeks going to draft year 31.
Wow.
Wow, man. That
started in '92 when I was a 12-year-old kid.
Jeez.
I didn't know.
That's awesome.
Was that Gary?
I didn't know it's been around that long.
Back in the day when they used to have to like look at the paper and stuff and add it up.
Touchdown only. Newspaper
Bring in the
on Monday,
magazines.
Tuesday. Yep.
Wow. Tyler Boyd, that's a nice pick, man. I like Tyler Boyd. I'm all in on that.
Pick him up, but I already had Higgins. I guess also it doesn't matter, but try to diversify my bonds. Wu-Tang Financial.
I am looking at who is on the board.
So will there be no waiver wires when this is done? Is that how that works?
No, there will be.
There will be. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you can still do waiver wire and trade. I was reading up on it because this is the first best ball league I've been in, and Scott and I went over best ball and stuff like that before. Whenever we were talking on the episode that he came on for the interview, and it seems for this type of league with as busy as everybody is, it just seems like the best way to do it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna appreciate it.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure. And I want to try and keep as many of the same people in the league going forward if we can. So hopefully we can get you guys back if you're interested. We'd love to have you guys back next season too.
Yeah, we'll see how well I do.
Okay. So we've got to let Trent win a couple games and then come back. Okay, I got you.
Drop a couple players before you play me.
Jay, do we have to draft a kicker and a defense in this draft?
What do you mean have to?
Or is there a run before?
I made it to where, you need to draft.
Okay. I prefer it that way too. So
that's what's okay. Thank God, Scott. Thank God. Please don't tell me that you're one of those. I have no problem with it. If anybody wants to have a league that has certain rules where they don't have to draft certain players and stuff, but I'm a fantasy purist, is what I like to call it. I like having defense, kicker. If you want to add punters, that's dope. If you want to add players, cool. I'm totally cool with that. Which I got to really look into that punter thing, man. That is, I like that.
Yeah, that, and then I also saw this other thing where you draft the coach. And then it's like
you get like 3 points if they win the game.
Yeah, you get like 3 points if you win the game, and it was like if they win a game that's like less than 3 points or something, so like a close game, then you get like 5 points for it. And if they lose it, then you lose like 5 points for it.
How have I not heard of this?
So people get really creative with it.
I've played in leagues with coaches before. Yeah.
Well, of
not
course,
in a while.
You've been doing this 31 years. You know it all, man. God bless. It's impressive. Let's see here. While we're sitting here, I want to give a big shout out to Corey and Kyle from the Fantasy Football Network for putting this on, hooking this up, and doing this live for us. I appreciate you, boys. Really, really appreciate everything you guys do for all of us. I'm actually doing this on the camera that they sent me and the microphone that they sent me. I mean, these guys are fantastic individuals and very, very, very good people to work with and I guess for with this network. So love it. Love it. Appreciate you, boys. And another shout out to what happened? Scott, you get sniped?
Yeah, Brian Robinson, man. If he's the starter for Washington, a starter in the 10th round is really good. I don't know how much I love the Madison pick, though. Like, there's a lot of talk up here that Ty Chandler is really going to – they're rotating them in camp right now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, but the Robinson pick is great.
With the run kickers begins.
Oh, boy.
You
made my pick easy here, though.
I do like Melvin Gordon in the 8th, though. That's not terrible.
Wait. Time out. Was that wrong? I wanted to make sure I had a good kicker, man.
Being from Texas, he grabbed one of the better kickers. And yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
What's going to piss me off, though, is whenever it comes down to a kicker needing to win it for me, I'm going to be pissed that you picked him that early.
That's why we do it, Jay. That's why we do it.
Yeah, great. So the first kicker is off the board, ladies and gentlemen, in the 10th round. Nice.
When is it typical to pick a kicker?
Dead last.
Ninth round.
Dead last?
You got to steal.
Live in your lane.
It's okay. I'm considering reaching too.
I was thinking about waiting at least another round, maybe two. But he picked the guy that I always like to go for if I can.
Who did? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Colt picked the guy that I know. Like if I reach for a kicker, that's the one I reach for.
Yeah, reach for you guys. Fantasy's supposed to be fun too. So
exactly. That's another thing I was going to bring up. Well done, well said. I'm huge on reaching for your guys. If you get an opportunity to get a guy that you really believe in, that you like, that you just have, that you're a fan of, go for it. I reached for Gary a couple years back. I got you off of waivers. I think I talked to you about this before. I got you off of waivers. I had you and D'Angelo on my team. I don't know how I got both of y'all. I have no clue. And we were on vacation in Cancun, and we were sitting there watching you who was it that you were? Man, I can't remember who it was that you were just crushing. You
Probably
had this. Who?
Probably Baltimore.
Maybe. I'm trying to think of when it was, or like what time of year it was. But I remember this touchdown that you caught, and I was like, that's nuts. You were so much bigger than everybody that was around you, dude. It was insane. That was awesome.
Got Gallup. Nice.
Yeah, that's a good
So
pick.
long.
Deontay Burton is a guy I keep in touch with, and he talks about how Michael Gallup is the hardest guy to guard.
He's
like
a physical specimen. He's freaking. I played with him in college. He's just so smooth and so physical.
He's real nice. I'm a big fan of the way he plays. Everybody keeps taking everybody else. Man, I'm getting crushed here.
You guys reminded me of this dude in the league I grew up playing in. Guy was a huge Lions fan. Like every good Lions player was off the board by round 6.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, Lions also weren't great at the time, so he didn't typically do well. But that one week that they did really well, killed it.
So I picked up Zeus. Tell me something good, Trent.
I mean, I can't give out inside information.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, here we go. I'm gonna go.
Well, here we go then. Oh, that was literally my next pick.
Man, I'm just snugging out, man. I'm sorry.
I keep thinking I can get all these Raiders players just like with that very next pick, and then they don't make it around the turn.
Everybody is up for. I'm willing to trade anyone on my team.
Gosh, what do I do now?
I almost went McPherson from the Bengals, but Carlson is a monster.
Daniel's gonna be mad at me if I take anyone else. You'll understand, Bucker.
There. Oof. Got a run going now.
Way to go them defenses.
Mm.
Let's see here. Valdez Scantling. I was eyeballing him.
Like
with a 14-team league against a bunch of people. What's that?
I feel like that's a good best ball pick, considering Patrick's got to throw the deep ball to somebody.
Yep. I'm a fan of it. Let's see. I'm trying to put some people in my queue so I can pay a little bit more attention.
Oh man.
Dotson? Yeah, it's strong.
All right, fellas. Well, I probably got to go start helping out with the little guy, but appreciate it and good luck to y'all in the league. And let's have some fun.
Yeah, for sure, Trent. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks so much for joining, man.
Yep. We'll see you guys later.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
I'll probably follow him out. Appreciate you guys.
All right, Johnny. Appreciate you joining, man.
Later.
All right, buddy. Have a good night. Oh, he got Algier. Damn, Scott.
Sorry. I feel like I'm having a fairly decent draft. I'm getting the guys I want in most places.
You're having a very good draft, man. It's frustrating me right now. Like I look at your draft and I look at mine and I'm like up until the sixth round, I'm cool with what I got. And I'm like,
yeah.
Damn.
It feels like that's how 14-teamers usually are. 6 rounds in, you're like, I'm good. And then it just so thin.
Yeah. Look at Heath just loading up on running backs right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of did the flip, right? Like he started out like 4 running backs, 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. I started out 4 running backs, 1 wide receiver. So we're kind of We're not hurting each other back and forth here.
Let's
I
go,
have
Colt.
two guys I really want with this next pick.
Come on.
So kind of hope one goes to make my decision.
Mm.
How's your little one doing, Seven?
You know,
good?
surprisingly, she's still asleep. I've timed it perfectly. She fell asleep at 4:50. I don't know how I got that lucky, but I'll take it. So she's asleep right behind this Fantasy Football Network tarp. So
So,
yeah, I'm sure she'll wake up to say hello and say what's up.
cool. She's so cute.
Oh man.
Oh, you waiting for McPherson?
I would have hoped he'd go later, but yeah, that's not one of the guys that I was looking at for this next pick. So
Gotcha. Yeah, 14 teamer is normally pretty tough, man. I normally try to keep it 10 to 12 if I can, just, but 4 teams where you show that you flex that fantasy muscle for sure. That sounded terrible. Pause. Gary, did you end up seeing? Did you see the Black Phone yet?
I have not. I know it's on Paramount now, right?
Peacock, yeah.
Peacock.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, we can talk about a couple things that aren't fantasy football related. Yeah, when it first started, it's like I was telling you before. It started off kind of like we were, I don't know, and then it got really good. It got really good. I was surprised. I thought when I first saw the preview for it, I was like, I don't think this is going to be. I don't think it's going to be any good. But man, it ended up being pretty dope. I liked it.
Yeah, it's definitely on my list. I just got to get to it.
Gary Barnage, a huge cinephile for horror movies.
I am. Love my horror movies.
Yeah, I'm finishing a pair of custom shoes for my buddy here that I am it's one of those pairs that I don't want to send off because I'm so proud of them.
Well, that means I like it.
Oh yeah, buddy, you'll like it. I think you'll like it. I came up with an idea for him that I'm really happy with. And I keep looking at him, and I want to show you so bad, but I want him to be kind of a surprise. So
I like the surprise.
yeah. All right, let's see. Hunter Henry, that is not a bad pick in the 12th round.
No.
So both my guys are still there.
Oh, what a bummer.
Well, how this works out.
You could pick one. Look at Darren picking up Odell. I'm going to have to holler at him and be like, oh, man. Scott, dude. I hope the guy that I pick coming up, I hope that it's your next guy. I hope
I'm somehow sniping you from 9 picks away.
Right.
Yeah, right. I got some stuff lined up in the queue. Okay, let's work with that. I gotta holler at Darren and be like, you know something about Odell I don't? Let's see. Yeah, this is where 60 seconds is really fast for a pick in these later rounds.
Yeah.
Cole, how you doing, my boy?
Come on.
T-Law. Higbee. Man, he blew up. What season? What was that? 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Right before he got paid.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt that Everett was hurt and they ran a lot of 11 at that point.
Yes.
Right. Everett, where's Everett now? He's was he with Seattle?
Los Angeles Chargers? Sorry, San Diego. Still gonna do that.
He's with the Chargers. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw Funchess is with the is playing tight end for the Lions right now.
Yeah, he's hurt too right now.
Yeah.
But he always had. I mean, At Michigan, I think he started out at tight end before moving to wide receiver in college, if I remember correctly, too.
Didn't Kelvin Benjamin try to come back as a tight end?
He did for a cup of coffee.
Man, what a talent though. What a shame. Like when he played with the Panthers, he couldn't get like every catch that he had. He would have to be draped by someone, and it would have to be almost impossible for him to catch it.
I wonder if yeah.
Ronald Jones, that's not bad in 12. That's not bad at all.
I should come out as a tight end. I got that build. I'm 6'3", about 235, 240. So
how tall are you?
6'3".
Really? I'd have never guessed. I mean, I've never seen you standing up.
You didn't see all the pictures from the expo this last weekend?
I did, but it
was kind of a running gag. People didn't realize I was that big. I'm not that big compared to professional athletes or you, Jay, but compared to a lot of fantasy analysts, I'm not a small guy. I'm a Minnesota boy, you know?
Ah, yeah, I got you. Y'all are built big out there.
I'm actually one of the shorter of my friends.
At 6'3", really?
Yeah. I got like in my home league draft, we got a 6'7" guy and a 6'4" guy. In the extended group of friends, we got a 6'11" and a 7-footer.
You're 6'11", just say you're 7 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 6'6". Gary, how tall are you? You're what? 6'6"? Yeah. Gary tries to say that he's 6'6". He's a damn liar. When he comes into the house, he has to duck to get into a room. He's not 6'6". He's 6'8" if he's an inch. I don't understand. And this kid's quads are insane. Like his legs are so huge. I don't understand how he can get pant. Like I've seen bodybuilders with legs not that big. It's nuts. He's a specimen. Gary,
I'm starting to shrink now, though, in my early 40s here.
How old are you? You're in your early 40s?
I'm 42.
Oh, okay. You got 2 years on me.
Yeah. It's starting to drop a little.
Yeah. Gary, when you were playing, who did you hate the most to go up against? Was there anybody that you just hated to guard you?
Not guarding, having to block Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack, when they let him do whatever he wanted. He had no rules. He was impossible to block because they said, we'll make you right behind you. You can go inside, go outside, do whatever you want. So when you're blocking somebody like that and they have no rules, there's nothing you can do. You have to be tentative coming off, and he can run right down your throat.
Man,
oh my God,
I can imagine. You think that's the way that they let I'm sure they let Aaron Donald play that way now.
Well, Aaron Donald, he's going to get double teamed every time, and he still dominates. It's outrageous. I never had to go to Donald, so lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, they're insane. I love Khalil Mack, man. Whenever he was with the Raiders, he was going crazy.
I will say the best player I've ever faced, though, Julius Peppers. He wanted to go. I didn't care who you were. He's going through you or around you.
That dude looks like a comic book character.
He was literally the best player I've ever gone against.
Uh-oh, Scott, look at you doing
Yeah, I had my queue set up. I was debating between two guys, and I let it get a little too low. But it took the top guy on my queue.
I'm hoping that the top guy in my queue makes it back to me. I really do.
Yeah, kind of like the guy at second a little bit better now that I'm thinking about it. It's close. It's the 13th round. It's what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I got you. I went for Tylen Davis Price, just because with the 49ers and the way that their running backs are and the way they use their running backs, I hate to say, I just don't see Mitchell making it an entire season.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping I got a steal there. Hoping. But, yeah, this is where a lot of these picks are going to probably run down on the clock. 2 defenses. Colt, you're killing me, bro. But hey, I mean, in a best ball, that's not completely crazy. Ooh, that's a good pick. Rodgers loves that kid. At least is what he says.
Yeah. He was third on my list. That's
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Let's see. So, what do y'all prefer to play usually? Do y'all play PPR, full, like half PPR, full PPR?
Always full PPR.
I agree. I'm always a full PPR guy. Seven, you're a half PPR guy, aren't you? He's miming. Turn your. Can't hear you. You're good.
My roommate's dogs were barking, so I had muted myself.
Oh,
No,
you're
I was
good.
saying I love half point PPR. You don't have the workhorses that you used to have, and it's a lot of committees. And now it's a passing league, so I feel like PPR. It's already PPR. With you can't touch the quarterback, you can't touch the receiver. I feel like half PPR keeps a balance.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Jano's my favorite saying. I mean, the full PPR is nice for game centers and while you're watching, etc. But what I do with most of my leagues is half PPR and half point per first down, because I think first downs are really valuable in the game, and I like when it's 3rd and 1, watching those plays and stuff, to know that it matters on the field and in fantasy.
Yeah. When you told me the half point per first down, what's up, Couch? When you told me that half point for first down, that's a strong. Like I like that.
Wait, this isn't a first down league, is it?
No.
Okay, I joined in at the wrong time. I joined in during a heart attack hour. I was like, wait, what?
Man, Johnny got 2 guys I was kind of hoping would make it to me. Watkins, at least having him for the first week, he's going to be gold. And then Ingram, who knows what's going on with Kamara? Like, I keep hearing different things. Oh. Scott, you just sniped me, dude. Come on.
I also didn't get a kicker or a defense because I timed out while I was looking something up.
Uh-oh.
I can get one of them on the way around, but that sucks.
So I'm gonna be watching who you drop because you've taken a lot.
Yeah, that was a complete wasn't paying attention.
You're good. Tanyan, man, that's a good. Oh, that's an auto pick. That's a good auto pick because he's healthy again, isn't he?
He's coming off of injury.
Yeah.
So they don't know. He's not. I don't think he's fully healthy yet.
Yeah, I think there's an okay chance he starts the season on PUP. He's been a little behind in his recovery. Reports say you never know though. That's just what's been out there.
Right. What do you think? What do you think's going to go on with Kamara? Like I keep hearing all these different things. Like they think that they're going to release the video of what happened, and then it's going to come crashing down for him. They say he might not have any suspension this year at all. I wonder what y'all's thoughts are on that.
I think that's likely.
I'm hoping for next year. I drafted him this year at number 2. So.
It feels like the kind of thing that doesn't get resolved during the season this year, and it if there's anything, it would be for next year.
Yeah,
that's the vibe I get.
So until they get that done, I don't think they're going to do anything.
Right.
Let's see. Why does it take the NFL so long to come down with these verdicts? Like they have the whole off season. Didn't it happen during the Pro Bowl? Right before the Pro Bowl?
I think a lot of times they just don't want to interfere with, a possible criminal or civil investigation that's going on the side. I feel like that's a factor sometimes.
One thing I can say about having auto pick on some of these, it goes nice and quick.
Oh, I need to take my auto off. I think that was the problem with the last pick. Am I on auto right now?
Yes, it looks like you're on auto right now.
Yep, that's what happened last pick.
Better get it. You're up.
Yep, I put the guy, a kicker at first, so we're good. We should be good.
Something I do in the last spot in my drafts is if Taysom Hill is available because he's supposed to be playing tight end. I talked to Tano Passignon. He's one of the defensive ends for the Saints. That he was telling me, he's like, yeah, he's taking a lot of reps as a tight end, and I think, this dude is crazy athletic. So if he's going to be on the field, I'm all in on having him somewhere on my team.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
This is a return yard league, right?
For DST, yeah.
Nah, you got it. I thought you got it set up to. It's only.
Oh no! I fixed that. No. I fixed that.
I've been drafting for return yards.
Well, I fixed that a while back.
Oh, it's on the website.
Oh,
that's weird. I checked last night. It wasn't, and it is now. So wait.
Okay. Well, then let's have return yards. Why not? Why change it now?
It's.
I made sure that we got return yards for the defense. So
Let me make.
Yeah, special teams defense return yards.
Oh, I read it wrong.
Player
Idiot.
does not.
Thank God. I'm just happy that I didn't make that.
Oh my God. I'm live right now.
That is
like an idiot. Oh my God.
That's still interesting. Though. I don't plan a lot of those.
You don't have a bad squad, man.
It's only not, but it affected 2 of my picks. Oh my God. I'm an idiot.
I know.
Rondell Moore and Naheem Hines. So it's not that bad, but
they'll be fine.
Did fix it. No, that's
some
totally
games
on me. That's not your fault at all. It is under special teams.
There are some games where Hines blew up, man. That could be a really good pick.
Yeah. I wanted Hines when you took him, Couch.
You're good. All right. I think I'm going to take off now, too, now that the draft's over, guys.
Me too. I appreciate it, guys.
All right, Scott. Absolutely. Gary, thank y'all so much for joining us.
Without audio, but I'm excited to play with y'all.
No problem.
See you later.
I've got to put in some grades for the students, so I got to run Couch. Not Couch, my bad. Jay, Couch,
Colt.
All
good, man.
Everybody.
All right, guys.
Take care.
All good. Couch, appreciate you joining us, man.
Shout out to the Fantasy Football Network and the Melon app.
Yes.
And the Pace League.
Yes. Big shout out to the Pace League, Melon app, Fantasy Football Network, Corey, Kyle, Bear Clothing for being an official sponsor for the second year going. Wear your worth. My boy Corey is putting in work over there. Check out my shirt here. Go on there. You can use the promo code Pace League, and you can get an extra 15% off of your entire order. This is the Jay the Plug series. Go get it. As you can see, the neon green and purple. Appreciate you, boys. Thank y'all so much. 7, appreciate you, man.
Always. Take care, man.
All right, Bubba. You too.